Hey y'all, good morning. So this topic is legal marriage versus biblical marriage. The reason why this topic has came up because one of my friends called me and said, hey, you've been in your relationship over 10, 11 years. Why you didn't get married? And I said, that's a good question because we talked about it in the past. We was going to just do a bombshell marriage, just run to Vegas and nobody knows type situation. Then I was like, no, I want to do it the right way where everybody's going to be there. And then when we revisited, I was just like, no, I don't know. Nothing personal, but I just be feeling certain things have to be done according to the person, not to the public. Meaning a lot of times people run and get married because they are forced into it by outsiders that telling you, oh, you should be married, oh, you need to be married, like that. And so in my opinion, I feel when it comes to the biblical standpoint, like for instance in Genesis 2:24, God says that a man shall leave his father and his mother and gain a wife and become one in the flesh. Okay, look it up. I'm not saying it quote unquote, this is all by remembrance. I'm not saying they don't have weddings in the Bible, because they did, because remember at the wedding, that's where Jesus turned the water into wine. Keep the party going. Okay, but I am saying that if you are in a relationship and you left your mother and your father and you and that person made a covenant to have vows to support each other, to be one with the flesh, then technically you are married. Okay, now legally, in whatever state you are, I feel like these are just financial gains for the state, not for you, because you got to pay to get your marriage license. When you got to get divorced, if you feel this is not working for you, you got to pay the city or the court system to help you get your divorce. Even if it's just an annulment, you're out of a lot of money. You got these legal fees and all type of stuff like this. And then after that, now that you're married, they control your money factors that goes in and out. It's not no more of I make this, is we. I'm okay with us doing stuff together, but if someone is making more than the other person, I feel they worked hard for that. They should be entitled to that. Just because I'm married to you, I don't feel I should be able to just take stuff from you like that. And that's coming from a woman's standpoint. I know a lot of women, and it's crazy because if you really look at it, the state is for the woman, okay? Because when you look at the bindings of the marriage, and when you sign up for it, you'll have a triangle, the state at the top, and you have a broken line from the state to the man, but then you have a connected line from the state to the woman, meaning they are more for the woman when it comes to these marital things. That's what I believe. Look that up. Always do your own research. Don't follow me, learn from me, or teach me, period. Okay, so back to what I'm saying based off my opinion and based off of my research. Okay, I just feel like a lot of things are secret financial gains, not for us, but for the state. Because then when you become married, you have these legal battles over who gets the house, who don't get the house. If someone can't come to an agreement, you're losing everything. And when I ask people, why should I get married? The first thing they say is, oh, for if something happened, your kids will be financially stable. That's the only reason why I should get married, for financial gain. That's why I said everything is not about money. Everything is not about money. And then at the same time, that's not always a factor, because my mother was married for over 20 something years. When they got a divorce, our house got taken. We're moving from a house to a condo, because that's what's the agreement, so they could separate and get the money. My dad was still in and out of her life, but it wasn't consistent. Now we gave him the authority to pay when he wanted, when he know. Then she got to go back to court to try to fight for child support. It's just, you get what I'm trying to say? And you know what I mean? And she was an independent worker. It wasn't like she was dependent on my dad for financial gain. And not saying my dad was not a good dad, but unfortunately, when they got a divorce, everything went downhill. It got nasty to the point where it was illegal people involved, on top of police involved, on top of lies being told just so the other person can lose. It got nasty. And it wasn't no financial gain that she received. She lost more, because now we losing this house that they worked so hard to get together, because nobody wants to say, you keep it, I'll keep it, no, let's just get rid of it. You get what I'm trying to say? But when it's yours, nobody can't take that from you. But when you're married, everything is done together. Your taxes. I have people that tell me like, oh my God, my taxes got garnished because my husband owed money for taxes, or my husband owed money for that. I'm looking like, ooh, can't be happening to me. Like in a relationship I'm in now, if I have tax issues, this man gonna have to pay for my tax issues that I caused fault, and we both don't get nothing. At least if you're not married, he filed his taxes, he gets something back, and maybe you don't. Now he can help you. But when it's together, they gonna take it from him and you. Period. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's my standpoint on it. Like I said, do your own research, make your own beliefs, come on here and educate me the why I should and should not. If you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. I live my life in my own lane. I don't follow. I do what I want to do. And it's not because I can't get married, because I'm in the same relationship that I've been in for over 11 years. And he talked about it. We talked about it. Like if I wanted to tell him, hey, you know how we talked about it, let's go this weekend, let's just do this, I really think 100% he would say yeah, because he is a good guy. Okay, everybody's not perfect. We all have our vices that we are fighting. Okay, and it's just how you deal with those vices. He's a good father. Make sure we have, if I need something right now, I could be like, hey, I need some. He's going to do it, and vice versa. I'm there for him as well. And I think the relationship that we have, unfortunately, is better than some of the people that are married. I be hearing some of the stories these married women going through, and I be looking like, I don't have that problem. And they be getting mad at me, talking about I'm just in denial, or no, I don't. Like they be like, oh, I'm gonna just tell you this and I'm gonna get off, because I don't want to just keep babbling and talking about me. I just wanted to bring that to the forefront. You know, I don't have the issues with this guy being out all night or doing it. This dude work and come home. And they say, oh, this is how the devil works. So I say, oh, he works and come home. And then if he don't come home, he calling FaceTime and like, hey, I'm finna go stop and get a drink. You as a grown man, go get a drink. You work hard. Go hang out. Y'all want to go to Vegas? Do you. Okay, but he will FaceTime, hey, I'm finna go do this and this, because he's secure in our relationship, right? You know what these married, bitter women said? Girl, just because he come home don't mean he ain't cheating with somebody on job. They make time to do whatever they want to do. Why would you tell a happy person that? That's how you got to watch your surroundings. Yeah, anybody is capable of doing what they want to do, but if I'm okay with not thinking like that, let me live in my reality, right? And if he is doing it, God will always reveal the truth to you. The truth always comes to light whether you want it to or not. Okay, because I've been in some relationships where I'm driving down the street and see an ex with a female, and I'm not even supposed to be on this street, but somebody said turn down this street and go to this store when you got the store next door to you. Why? Because God wanted me to see what somebody was doing wrong, because it was like time. For all that intuition that women have, God will reveal it to you. Stop searching. Stop going through these people's phones. I used to do that. Keep it 100. Stop looking, and then it made the relationship worse, because now this guy like, oh my God, you don't trust me, so I might as well do what you want to do. I would go through phones. I would do all types. Now I don't care. If you feel you can find somebody better than me, do that. And it's not always about looks. I'm not saying like, oh, you can't find a girl that look better. I'm talking about better than me, that's not gonna nag you or do none of that crazy stuff. Period. All right, talk to you guys soon.